Hi. So do you like the hat? I like the hat. I think next year we're all going to be wearing them. Where was I? Oh, yes. And now, normally, when I do a Pearl Lightning talk, I come on and I sing a funny song about all the other communities that aren't Pearl and how they suck. But this year, I decided to be serious. Because, can we have hands if you ever used a library? Wow, it'd be easy to say, can we have hands if you haven't ever used a library? Can you put your hands down? Keep your hands up, come on. Hands if you used a library. Hands up, put your hands down if you've used a library in the last month. If you haven't used it, put your hands down if you haven't used a library in the last month, sorry. Books. Yeah, that's not so good, is it? I found out in February that the library I grew up in was one of the 14 libraries of the 26 in my borough that was under threat of closure. It's got 9 months left unless we can change things. I heard last night, I thought the States, you were sensible, civilized people, and libraries were going to be safe from the latest round of insanity. Someone told me that's not true either. So back in February, I did what any privileged, white, middle-class male is going to do. I wrote a protest song. Right on. This is that song. Now, luckily, it has a chorus, and there are many Pearlmongers in the audience, I hope, who know the chorus, who will join in and help lead you. So this is a child of the library. Words and music are by me, words helped by my wife, and it's all under a Creative Commons, share-alike, attribution license. Please spread this song as far and as wide as you can, and use it as much as you can in the fight to keep your local libraries open, because believe me, they'll come for them. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am, taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of story waits for you inside the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. The library's where I've made some friends I've known my whole life through. The Walkers and the Blacketts and the Pevensies so true. Simp the canine, Cannonball, Galadriel the fair, the daughter of a pirate king and Paddington the bear. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am, taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of story waits for you inside the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. I've travelled south with Shackleton and all his gallant crew, and through the African interior that Mary Kingsley knew. I rode the trackless prairie where bison used to roam. I've flown around the universe not half an hour from home. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am, taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of story waits for you inside the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. And as I grew, the library fed my curiosity, all there for the asking, and all of it for free. It's there I found the stories I couldn't find at home. It's there I learned I was myself and not my father's clone. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of story waits for you inside the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. So make friends with your library, don't let it fade away. Teach your kids the library's where you go on Saturdays. Don't let the bastards tell you they will cost too much to save while they're shoveling your taxes down the hole the bankers made. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of story waits for you inside the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. So make a stand for the library, stand up while you can. Stand up for your freedom, stand for your fellow man. Ignorance is never bliss, don't close the library door, for a library lost is lost forevermore. Last chance. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of story waits for you inside the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore, for a library lost is lost forevermore. Thank you. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Join the campaign to save your libraries and do it now.